And welcome back to Rao Family Stadium here at Shuttleworth Park as some Sweet Caroline gets the fans involved. The fans that have stayed through this one. We're currently 9:50, entering in hour number 3 of this one, and it's a new arm on the bump for the Mohawks. Leo, take it away.
Well, it's Andy Kai, and Andy Kai's last appearance was on Saturday at Glens Falls. He came in out of relief through 2 innings, did not allow a run in that time frame, and he gets an appearance in relief in today's contest at Amsterdam this time.
That's our guy, Andy Kai, our next-door neighbor.
Was that a little rhyme?
Yes,
that is.
Little rhyme.
It was.
That's our guy, Andy Kai.
Yep. He brought his ERA down. It was sitting at 12 on the start of Saturday's contest. It's now at 9.
We should make shirts.
We should. There are a lot of good games going on right now. I mentioned that the Mets were down earlier, and, well, now it's tied in the top of the 10th. Maybe this one will go that length as well.
Speaking of games, we'll take a look at around the PGCBL. Yesterday, Oneonta and Utica, that game was postponed. The only game that actually got played was Auburn and Newark. Auburn won 12-4. And in today, Niagara Falls beat Jamestown by a score of 7-4. Other games to look out for: Geneva and Newark, Auburn and Elmira. And Mohawk Valley against Oneonta was actually postponed earlier today because of the rain.
You know, it's crazy that I got into the PGCBL, and I'm looking at all the teams, and I go, wow, there's an Auburn. Like, that's crazy. In Alabama? And then I looked into it. Auburn is not in Alabama.
There's Auburn in Alabama. There's a Newark, also in New Jersey.
Yeah, I thought it was Jersey. So I thought we had teams in Newark, and I thought we had teams in Bama. And now we have Niagara Falls. That one is real. There is a team in Niagara. That one is in Canada.
They play, that'd be quite the travel schedule.
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love to go
All right,
there.
guys, we're in Auburn on Saturday, and then we're back at home Sunday for
then we go to
Glens
Newark.
Falls Dragons.
We go to Newark and then Niagara Falls.
Matt, you've mentioned about travel before. Would we have gotten our flights with the team or not?
Possibly.
Andy Kai, the pitch to Mueller. Count 1-1 so far. This one, fly ball out to Filippi. Running in on it. He's camped underneath it. And the first out of the top of the 8th.
Now, this is actually a different Matt. If I had to mention, Andy Kai was in on the Mercy. He actually started against Mohawk Valley.
Yes.
And now he's in on a close game. So the Mohawks have been using their pitchers.
Did he start against Mohawk Valley?
On Friday,
yes. He did. But they trust him. He pitched against Glens Falls. 1 inning pitch, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. So they trust him here.
This is Sweeney at the plate now. Oh, this isn't Sweeney. This is still Gabriel because he's just EH.
Yeah, it got a little screwed around. Now we have the radar gun, so we can really see how fast Andy Kai throws. Now that pitch was a little bit off speed,
Andy Kai.
So we'll wait for the fastball. Serious heat.
The 0-1 pitch to Gabriel. Is foul back, strike 2.
That was going up my head.
And Harry, you've mentioned this previously too. Gabriel now EHing. He started the game at shortstop. So Glens Falls has made a lot of changes to their lineup and to their defensive alignment over the course of this game. Amsterdam has kept the same defensive alignment and same lineup. The only thing that has changed for Amsterdam were their pitchers.
And it's funny looking at these smoke signals now. Glens Falls was averaging 3.5 runs per game.
Not tonight.
This one, and they've over doubled that as that goes to Holcraft. That shortstop, it's going to be a tough play. Throw to first, gets by Curtis. Looked like he might have pulled him off the bag, too, as that's going to be reach aboard for
I thought he had
Gabriel.
him until he double clutches right there. I don't think he was able to find the ball in the mid and make the transfer correctly.
And it's going to be a hit.
We're going to give it a hit. Nonetheless, it was going to be a tough play no matter what. I think that's a good call on the hit.
Very similar to that hit Curtis had last inning.
But this one seemed a little bit more convincing.
Yeah.
And that was a good play by Bray Touchstone to back up the first baseman, because if not, there was a potential that Gabriel could have reached second base.
Good fundies.
That's in there, strike 1. This is a new, this guy, well, he batted last time for the
This is Falcon.
Is this Falcon's
Yes,
back?
then Haynes is going to come up next. It's going to be his first plate appearance because he took over Jones at the catcher spot.
Falcon still in right field.
As he takes that
Whoa.
ball one, as the fans let the umpire know they didn't like that one.
Andy as well, he took his hat off to wipe off some sweat and then kind of gave a little shoulder shrug. That was a 70-mile-per-hour beauty.
Great breaking ball by Andy Kai. 1-1 pitch is outside and low, ball 2.
And Matt, if you recall last Saturday's game, the storyline was questionable calls, and that seems to be a part of the storyline in today's contest, too.
Yeah, you are correct. Glens Falls was not happy that last game.
Pickoff move towards first, not in time.
I will say, though, I think the umpires have done a great job tonight. I haven't seen much that have really made me there was a couple of bang-bang plays, and I respect their decision on it, and then a couple of pitches that they might have, that Mohawks fans would have wanted, or some that, the Glens Falls dugout would have wanted. And you know what? That's baseball. That's just how it is. We don't have robot umps.
Being an umpire is tough from my Little League umpiring experience.
Andy Kai misses low.
Well, I have an update. One pitch into the bottom of the 10th. Jeff McNeil swings in the first pitch and walks it off. Luis Angel Acuna scores. Mets fans, you can go home happy.
How was that walk-off? A sac fly? Or?
No, he just drilled it into right field first pitch for a base hit. Happy Jeff.
The 3-1 pitch to the plate is flown into right field. McCrane gets there, makes the catch for out number 2. And McCrane has done a great job today on just that quick reaction.
Yes.
Like these catches, you don't think they're hard plays because of how quickly he's able to get there. But a lot of guys, usually it takes them a second to pick it up. McCrane, it's instant. It's almost like when he hears it, he knows where it's headed.
Yeah, you're completely right. And I bet you it has to do a little bit with that. I have to assume in Auburn, obviously, he's playing further back, and he feels so much closer to the action here. It's a little bit different. It's a little uncharacteristic, so you're able to get a better read on stuff.
And that's just something that also comes with reps. If you can just know off of how hard something's hit or just how good it sounds off the barrel, how far it's going to be traveling. McCrane just knowing to come in on that one and makes a great catch for the second out of the inning.
We might get a 10th inning here. You never know. We haven't got one yet.
Strike 1 is in there. Excuse me.
I think we actually did have a 10th inning on Monday's game against Boonville. That
was a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth.
That was in the bottom of the ninth?
That was the ninth.
It probably should have got to the 10th.
Yes.
It felt like the 10th.
It should have got there.
Team MVP was the lights, as that's a big swing and a miss for strike number 2.
We should have interviewed the lights. What are we doing?
And
I don't think we can reach up that far.
No, we could have got like a fire truck to raise us up. Harry, do you think it would have performed well in the interview?
Trying to get the Mohawks to the bottom of the 8th, down 1. Pitch is lined right side into the netting.
Good at bat here. Nice foul ball. Carpiers is just going to try and swing at anything close. And Andy Kai, he's got that 81-mile-per-hour fastball, but he also has the 70-mile-per-hour off-speed to work alongside it.
That's why the Mohawks have been using him in different situations partially to figure out that arsenal.
Breaking ball high and inside, ball 2. Ball 1. Excuse me, I'm all off with that bat. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Andy Kai's trying to send Carpice packing. Pickoff move towards first, not in time, just a check over.
Third pickoff move by Andy Kai used in this inning. All the first base.
One. Yeah, this is the most rowdy crowd I've heard so far.
10 o'clock here in Amsterdam. The pitch from Andy Kai. Line right back up the middle. That's into the outfield grass for a single. Carpice gets his base hit for the night. And that'll bring up Logan Moat.
Yep, you are correct with that.
May I add the Glens Falls Dragons have 13 hits, their most all season, as I've just researched.
I am all over the place. I thought Haynes was in the last spot. I might be wrong. Let me see if I can get a number.
It's Logan Moti, who's in the last spot.
Moat, as we've been told.
Look at his lead. That one just misses, and just a little bit outside. It had it at 69 miles per hour, so very slow from Andy Kai, and that's just the way he likes it. He works off that.
Just able to keep hitters off balance. Andy Kai needs to get the Mohawks out of the inning here, as that one's fouled back right side, out of play.
Yeah, and it could be dangerous, obviously, if you it could be dangerous if you hang a pitch, obviously, but if you don't, I mean, the 70 to 69 mile per hour breaking ball is disgusting, and then you follow it up with 80.
That's why the Mohawks use him a lot, because of his amazing arsenal that Andy Kai possesses.
Middle infield holding their position here. The pitcher, Andy Kai. Identical foul ball there from Moats, as that's fouled back right side.
Oh, look at that. We got a shot of John. Hi, John. Taking pictures for the team. We got Brady in the back. Those are our hardworking staff here at Amsterdam. John, give a little wave.
He might have noticed.
He might have noticed.
We appreciate all the staff here at Rao Family Stadium that really drive the organization forward. Props to them.
The 1-2 pitch from Andy Kai. Oh, he wanted that one.
Wow.
As the breaking ball just misses up. It looked like strike three to me.
Clocked in at 73 miles an hour. The slow curve.
That was close.
Twos. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Number 2 on the mound, Andy Kai. The delivery to the plate. He wanted that one even more.
Wow, no, I don't even think he wanted it. I quite frankly think that was strike 3. The entire infield as well, the entire dugout. Oh, man, I mean, it's 81. I mean, I really can't, I'm not in the spot of the umpire, but wow, those are some really, really close calls.
Those are just back-to-back great pitches from Andy Kai. 3-2, expect movement here on the bases. The pitch from Andy Kai. Pickoff move towards second. Well, no, won't throw it.
Another inside move there to second base. As I've mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we don't see the outside move that much.
3-2 count, 2 runners on, 1-run game. Andy Kai trying to keep the Dragons at bay. Line drive left field, it's down. Longs throw 4. Cut off, not in time. And the Dragons grow their lead back up to 2. It's Logan Moat with the RBI single.
I mean, this is a good piece of hitting. Kai thought he should have been out of the inning with 2 close pitches. He doesn't get the call, and then he leaves that one over the plate on a 3-2 pitch, and it's just driven to left field effortlessly.
That breaking ball in there, strike 1.
Good pitch right there at 69.
Andy Kai using the breaking ball to get ahead there. The 0-1 pitch. Big jump over at first base. Ground ball down the third base line. Harriel will take it himself to third. And that'll do it here for the top of the 8th. Dragons get 1 across. They lead this one. Glens Falls 11, Amsterdam 9. You're watching on ABN. We welcome you back to Ralph Family Stadium here at Shuttleworth Park for the 9th inning of baseball. We haven't seen that in a little bit. We've had a couple games end early recently, especially at home for the Mohawks. But a 9th inning of baseball where the Mohawks trail by 2, 11-9 lead for the Glens Falls Dragons.
It's been a strong weekend of baseball for the Mohawks. 2 mercies, one at home, one away. It's been a strong weekend of baseball for the Mohawks. 2 mercies.
That one popped up. Curtis making a run towards it in foul territory, and he misses it.
I mean, that's a really tough play, but that's one you're going to want back if you're Curtis. Those plays are really tricky. He's running in hard, and I think the ball just backed up on him. He thought he knew where it was going to land, and last second, it must have just backed up on him. He overran it by just a tad. Not the end of the world, though.
And it's a new life if you're Figueroa. Something that hitters long for at the plate, a do-over, if you will.
Is that a Jake Long joke?
Breaking ball misses up.
Really intense game, back and forth, and we thought that was going to happen with the Saugerty Stallions, but then the Mohawks ran away. This is tight-knit slugfest. Boonville gave them a run at their money with the 2-2 game. Mohawks won 3-2 off the walk-off. This one is just back and forth, and then at one point, what kind of happened was the Glens Falls Dragons, they kind of ran away with it. Mohawks have been playing comeback since.
And I noted earlier that the Mohawks this season, the bullpen's done a really good job of bearing down, keeping offenses in check, even if they surrender runs early. But you just haven't really seen much of that here tonight. I mean, they get across 5 in the 4th, but then 1 more run in the 5th, 3 more runs in the 6th, and you tack on another in the 8th, and that's how you get to 11.
Yeah, and it wasn't really like they struggled and they were walking a bunch of people. And it wasn't really like, they're hitting people either. I mean, yeah, there was a couple of big hits, the home run and the doubles. But aside from that, sometimes the other hitter just has your number. And sometimes the other team's just seeing the ball well that night.
Mm-hmm. And it was a 6-1 lead for the Mohawks in the second as Figueroa rips that one foul down the left field line.
Yeah. And, Matt, to your point about pitchers, the bullpen has kind of been interchangeable as Lapham, who's been out of the bullpen in his one appearance, actually got his first start of the season tonight. Andy Kai got the start on Friday in Mohawk Valley, and now he's been in the bullpen ever since.
Absolutely. The payoff pitch from Andy Kai is right back up the middle. Holcraft play to first is in time. Great play by Holcraft there. As Figueroa was burning down that baseline. Take a look at the replay, Matt.
I mean, this is a phenomenal play. And once again, going back to their hits, they're not hitting the ball too hard. It's weak contact like that. And, yeah, by a half step, he got some phenomenal play from Holcraft. He knew how much time he had, and he knew when he could throw the ball, and he did it perfectly. That's a professional play right there.
And 1 out here for the Mohawks in the top of the 9th.
Anything's possible. The way this game has gone, the Mohawks have had runs in the 2nd, in the I can't read that.
I believe that's
in
the 5th, and the 7th.
And the 7th, and only one of them was 1 run. Everything else has piled up, and you need 2 runs here.
That 1 run coming in the 5th inning. Second inning was the big 6-run inning for Amsterdam.
Yep.
And then the 7th was the 2 that made the score 9. It's now 11-9, still in favor of Glens Falls.
And, I mean, the Mohawks obviously still have bats coming up this next inning. You start with...
Oh, wow, look at that.
We're going to get a replay of that. I looked down at my sheets, too.
No, you need to see this one. I mean, talk about swinging out of your shoes. He looked absolutely shaken on this. Andy Kai, 71-mile-per-hour pitch, and he calls time. And the third base coach just goes, hey, shake it off. It's embarrassing. Now go up there and go hit a bomb.
I don't even know. I'm not quite sure how you reset after that one. That might make its way onto ESPN, not top
Andy
10
Kai,
plays of
you
the
need
week.
to use that replay for years to come. Years to come.
Pulls the string on him.
Oh, my goodness.
Like
Imagine that was a strikeout.
There. Add that one to the highlight reel regardless.
Absolutely.
Andy Kai. Fastball misses up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a perfect pitch because he just got him with the 71 pitch. So now he's thrown off his game. You speed him up right there. He was probably going to look for the off speed again.
Andy Kai trying to collect a strikeout here in the top of the 9th. And there he goes. Strike 3 goes back to the breaking ball. Andy Kai.
There it is, 71. That one bends over the zone, and you have to hit it because you're in a 2-2 count. I mean, this is just a good location. He kind of hung it a little bit, I think, from my point of view. We'll take a look at the replay. You know what? It was in a pretty good spot. It was definitely a go and hit me pitch. My stuff is better, and in fact, it was there.
And that brings up Trent Jenks. 3 hits today for Jenks. And it's been a good day for him. He's ran the bases well. He's hit well. He's played a very good left field for the Dragons.
Dating back to the top of the 2nd, he had a single. He then had a double the top of the 4th, and then another single in the top of the 7th. So he has a 3-hit game already.
As that ball misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
That was at 67.
How low can you go?
We'll find out here. Maybe he can throw a 50. A little knuckleball? 60-mile-per-hour knuckleball? I'd love to see him pull one out. How cool would that be?
That'd be pretty cool for the PGCBL.
And Andy Kai gets another swing and a miss there.
Adding on to my point, Matt, we haven't really seen like off-speed pitches in summer ball play.
Nope, this is the lowest we've seen. And he is just painting so beautifully. He's so calm and cool out there.
And that's in there for strike 2. Andy Kai getting in his groove.
I mean, he does it so effortlessly. It looks like he's going to throw a 70-mile-per-hour pitch. It's the same mechanics as his off-speed pitch, and then he just comes away with an 81.
Nobody in the bullpen for the Mohawks. Glens Falls has a pitcher there in relief just in case.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Andy Kai. And that ball grounded foul by Jenks.
I mean, this is a big-time at-bat here. You don't think much of it, but it's always those 2-out hits, walks, errors that come around to bite you. And for the Mohawks, they want to get back in the dugout and hit. So it would be huge for Andy Kai to go 1-2-3 here.
Andy Kai trying to steal some momentum back for the Mohawks. You heard the crowd get back into it on that last punch-out. Can Andy Kai replicate it here? Pitch is ball outside.
Yeah, that
count
missed.
runs full.
That missed. That one was a really good frame from Touchstone, but he kind of picked it from the other batter's box.
Oh, I wanted to touch up on that. Touchstone will lead off next inning, followed by Harriel and Young. So you got some bats up.
Was that a joke?
If you're the Mohawks. No, just...
It was a good play on words, but still the heart of the order to come up.
Andy Kai's 3-2 breaking ball is outside as he kicks some turf up in frustration.
Yeah, he's just frustrated because he was ahead in the at-bat the entire time. That one missed. He missed his spot. He wanted to throw the off-speed pitch for a strike on the corner and paint and either get him to chase or get a backwards K, but he doesn't get it there. And to first base goes Jenks.
4 times getting on base for Jenks today.
Glens Falls, that was their 7th walk tonight.
Van Alstyne now standing in the right-handed box as that saws him off as he fouls that off down the right field side for strike 1.
Lucky it's not a cold night. That would have hurt.
Back to the on-base perspective. Glens Falls with 14 hits. Amsterdam with 8. Runner on first for Glens Falls with 2 outs in the top of the 9th.
Jump over at first base, back to the bag. Andy Kai's delivery is in there for strike 2.
Yeah, and Andy Kai, that pitch has worked for him, but remember, he knows he can't keep throwing that 77-mile-per-hour off-speed pitch. He can't double up on it because it's a little bit slow, so it could be tracked by the batter. We'll see if maybe the high heat comes in here.
Andy Kai ahead 0-2 in the count. The pitch is swing and a miss. Strike 3. Andy Kai sends the Mohawks to the bottom of the ninth, down 2. Your score, Glens Falls Dragons 11, Amsterdam Mohawks 9. We'll be back as the Mohawks try and come back in this one. You're watching on ABN.